Hello! So today I am going to review my latest project. I know I had posted a couple on some dragon wings a few months back. The dragon is still not finished, but I realized I needed to do some other technical learning before I tackled the latex and the foam. But this is for Halloween this year. We'll be doing a Grim Reaper, and I wanted some really cool mechanical wings. So this is what I came up with, and decided to go the more expensive route and actually mechanize them so I don't have to pull or run any cables. So these are simple aluminum stock you get from Home Depot or Lowe's. I think they're about $5 and some odd for a, what is it, about a 64-inch, or is it like 54-inch piece of 1-inch aluminum stock. And then these are also, they're 1/4-inch aluminum rods. So by going with aluminum, I was able to keep these pretty light. And again, I don't know if you watched my other tutorials, but these brackets here are actually aluminum. They're grounding brackets. You'll find them in the electrical aisle. They have a mounting screw and then a pass-through with also a set screw in that, so it holds these 1/2-inch. They come in several different sizes, but this particular one holds the 1/2-inch rod that I have, and basically just screw 2 of them together with a lock nut and you have yourself a hinge. Now you're kind of limited as to where you can place those because of, obviously, that screw passes through. Let's see if I can focus here. That screw passes right in front of the hole, so you can't pass the aluminum rod straight through it. But it is great for creating these hinges. I'm going to refocus again on these wings. So what I ended up doing is going on Amazon and purchasing 2 kits. One was a linear actuator. Basically, it's a gearbox. You can see it here. Basically, it's a DC motor with a gearbox here that pushes a piston up and creates linear movement. I decided just to do one. I had another design for this that had like a shaft that these 2 were running along, and it was going to take cables, and it was just getting a little too cumbersome with everything else that's going to be going on in that costume. So I decided to simplify this. Yes, it's a little more expensive. The actuator costs about, I think it was about $53. And then I also bought a wiring kit. You can kind of see here, it came with your switch. So it's got an up down. These are specifically for linear actuators. They do have ones that will rest in the off position or in the up position and rest in the on down position, and then also an off. This one is a click and hold. It was not the one that I thought I was getting, but it works really well. So then it also came with a relay. This isn't necessarily necessary for a linear actuator. It does have it does give you a little more freedom to add things like if you've never done electronics before and you're afraid you're going to get the wrong battery. It does have a nice built-in fuse there that'll keep you from frying your expensive new toy. So basic instructions for hooking this up. If you happen to get the same kit, they have it on Amazon. It's probably about $32. I might be wrong, might be a little less than that. They do, you can follow the instructions here. I don't know if you can read that. There we go. They do refer to the negative as ground. So just keep that in mind. It took my husband and I a little while to figure that out, that's what they were talking about. So you've got 5 pins on the switch. So as you can see there, it's pretty simple. They tell you black wire, blue wire, and then short black wire where to put it follow the instructions, it works pretty darn well. Now for power source, I do have a bigger battery than this on order, but I had a I had a drill that I had bought for, I was gonna actually I tore it apart to take out the DC motor and for another project, and still have the nice neat compact battery handle, which this is a 12-volt battery. Let's see if I can get it out one-handed. Probably not, but it clicks in and out. Let's see if I can show you here. It's got a 45-minute charge time on that, and it just clicks in here. And I thought it would be kind of nice to have this hidden in a like a satchel or a fanny pack kind of thing, where I wouldn't have to worry about my connections coming apart or if my battery wasn't connected correctly, because, you know, being an electrical novice, I wanted to keep it as simple as possible. So, and it's small. This whole thing probably weighs maybe about oh gosh, maybe about 1.5 pounds, 2 pounds, if that. The one that I have on order, which is bigger, it's a 8 milliamp hour instead of this one is about a 3 or 4 milliamp hour. That one probably weighs about 3.2 pounds is what they say. But yeah, so the kit, the wiring kit comes with some nice, it's already built in, simply click in, follow the instructions, it's all color coded. I did happen to have these nice electrical twists here. These are temporary. I'm going to be soldering some things. My husband's going to help me with that. And then everything will get nice little heat shrink tubes over them, so they're all solid and not protruding and won't electrocute me. So anyway, without further ado, these are simple up-down motion. As you can see here on my switch. Let's see if I got this right. Okay. And they're a little slow, but at least I don't have to pull the trigger. And it is it's only a 4-inch actuator. As you can see, that moved up. It's only a 4-inch actuator. So it actually extends pretty well based on how I designed the hinges to move. That's pretty much a 10-foot wingspan, which is awesome. And you can adjust, like basically once I turn the power off to the gearbox, it just stays. So it doesn't have to be all the way open. Again, push the button, bring it back down. If I only want them partially out, say I'm in a cramped space, it's awesome. I can actually control if I'm in a crowd or anything like that. Open them all the way for dramatic effect. And then I love the fact that these fold up so compact. So it is pretty lightweight. Without the actuator, the thing, all in all, without any of the decoration that's going to go on it, probably weighs maybe about 4 pounds, if that. Adding the actuator, probably up to about 10 pounds right now. I'm going to be decorating this with fun foam and trash bags, actually. Saw an interesting tutorial on the Stan Winston School of Character Arts, and they were using trash bags and melting techniques, and it was pretty lightweight and pretty flexible, so that's what's gonna skin that. But as you can see, pretty badass, I think. The nice part is, because this is the aluminum stock, I can get some pretty cool shapes to my wings. So my plan is to have several of these wings made up for different costumes, or even you know, other things like spikes or horns or whatever whatever fits the costume, and just basically have this be interchangeable, where I can take this, have this nice, neat, and little compact pouch, basically. Have my switch. All I gotta do is disconnect the actuator and slap it on the next set. So it should save me some money in the future. But again, this is This is Craven signing off.